Hello, welcome back to Hunter Tuned. Today we're going to talk about some things and maybe introduce a new car that I picked up and just kind of talk. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that badass intro that I just put on. Local guy Mike, he is a filmer at WIR, Wisconsin International Raceway. He does killer video editing and killer just camera shots, and he's a photographer at heart. He loves it. He just does it for he just does all that stuff out of passion. He doesn't get paid to do any of it. He just asked me like, hey, if I can help you out with anything, feel free. And he just sent me that video of my car last weekend at the track. And it was much appreciated. It was a super cool little intro, and I may use it on a couple future videos. So anyways, you guys did see that the Fox body just went 880, and then it backed up that pass with an 890 at 156 mile per hour in the quarter. Car is flawless. Everything works great on it. I've been running that motor and transmission now for about a year. Everything has been running great. The oil pressure is great. This car has barely any blow-by, and it just seems like a really good setup, the motor and transmission. And we did the rear end, we did the suspension over the last couple months. We got some help from UPR products. And we also got some parts from Team Z in the car. So last year we went 920 with the car at 151 down at Union Grove, Wisconsin. And that was with the completely factory bushings, factory just kind of junk suspension. There was stock K-member in the car, and it just wasn't the best setup for suspension. It was literally the definition of stock suspension. So what we did is we changed the car over to a UPR tubular front K-member. We put a set of Viking coilovers in the front with a set of strange single adjustable shocks. And then everything else in the front end is tubular. So the A-arms are tubular, all the brakes are redone. We did drilled and slotted rotors. We redid the rear brakes and rebuilt the rear end. We put 35 spline Mosier axles in it, we put 35 spline Strange axles in the car with a full spool. And then we did a bunch of Team Z rear suspension stuff too. So we did the relocated upper control arms, and then we did the double adjustable lower control arms as well. And we took the car out to WIR on a radial, and the car pretty much picked up a half a second to the 60 foot on a radial. So that was really cool. I haven't ran the car down at Union Grove yet. Union Grove is a lot smoother of a track. It's a lot like just better surface, where the radial will hook up a lot better and a drag slick would hook up a lot better. It's just kind of a thing where a better track will give you a better 60 foot. And our home track is awesome, I love it, but it just doesn't hook as good as some of the other tracks. So for the car to go 880 at WIR, I know the car's got a 50 or a 60 in it down at Union Grove. I just don't know if my heart's really in the car anymore, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about and bring up some stuff that I've been debating. I was honestly going to kind of just give up on the car before I went 8s, but now that I went 8s, I'm really kind of ready to move on. I've had the Mustang now for like 4 or 5 years, and you guys have seen a lot of the iteration and the growing of Hunter Tuned. You know, in the mix of everything, I got a shop, I got a chassis dyno, and I came a long way from, you know, building the car in my garage. And that's kind of where that car came from. It came right from my home garage with a floor jack and basic hand tools. And I haven't really done a whole lot of stuff other than just now we did a lot of the suspension work on it, but the car itself is still a garage built Fox body Mustang. And I think I just want to step up my game a little bit, and I want a little bit different car. You guys know that I wanted to get a New Edge Mustang for quite a while, and I got a New Edge V6 car that I ended up just selling because I wasn't in love with it. And then I found another car that I really fell in love with, and it's sitting behind me. It's over there. I picked it up. I'm going to talk about it here in a second. But first things first is I just don't know if my heart's really in the Fox body anymore. I've had it for a long time. I feel like I've proved a point with it. I am the fastest next gen 7875 car, I think, in the world. I don't think there's anybody going 8s with the next gen 7875, and I did that. And I also just went 8s with the car, obviously. And it's turnkey, ready to go. If somebody wants to buy it, I may sell it. It's not perfect, obviously. It's garage built. It's really not the best thing in the world. You guys know the car, obviously. But it does work. It's always worked really well. You know, obviously it's got the Gen 4 4.8 liter with VS Racing 7875, turbo 400 with a brake, and then the built rear end, and it's got a big old steel drive shaft in it. It's been proven to be reliable for me and be really fast. But I've wanted to build a newer body style Mustang. So, I don't know. I was debating on either selling the Fox body completely as is, turnkey, to somebody for, I mean, if I got north of 10,000 for it, I would be happy, just because it is a turnkey 8-second car. It has a cage in it. It is not certified. I put the cage in. I did a lot of learning putting that cage in. It probably would not pass a cert, but it is a cage nonetheless. It's better than, you know, nothing, I guess. I don't know. I just kind of want to start fresh, and I want to do a new build. I really do, and I could just reiterate the same car 100 times over again, but at the end of the day, that's just throwing money in the garbage to me, because you could do 100 different things with your car, and you're just buying parts at the end of the day, and you're continuing to buy parts and buy parts and buy parts, where I could sell it, recuperate some of the money that I put into it, and put that money towards the new car, which is behind me, and damn, it is sexy. This car is something that, it's the nicest car I think I've ever had, realistically. And I want to do a really good job, and I want to be proud of what I built. And I am very proud of the Fox body, but I feel like it shows what I knew 4 or 5 years ago, where I feel like I have grown a lot and learned a lot since then that I would like to show you guys on the new car, maybe. So, yeah. Or there is another option of possibly just selling there is a possibility of just selling the roller. If I could sell the Fox body as just a roller to somebody, I'd probably want like $2,500, $3,000 for just the roller. I mean, I don't know if that's a good or bad price, but I do have the Holly Terminator in there. I have the gold box still. If anybody's interested in any of that stuff, let me know. I feel like I'm gonna try to maybe just make some money selling some of the Fox body stuff and starting over on a new project. So that's my goal, guys. This is the new car, and it is a pretty sweet platform. It is super clean. It's from Indiana. It's a rust-free car. It has all the stuff that I just did to my Fox body already installed. So it has a Team Z front K member. The car already has a cull hood on it, so I can fit a lot of the truck intake or a Holly High Ram or something like that on this one, and it would clear the hood and I'd be able to shut the hood. It has like Maximum Motorsports coilovers, strange adjustable shocks. It's got a power rack, brand new. It's got a hydro boost system so I can run power steering. It has a lot of really good parts in it, and I also got like a aluminum drive shaft here. This is a Sonux yoke and big old U-joints, and you know, it's already set up for an LS and a turbo 400. So it has a AJE K member, or not K member, cross member for the transmission, which is set up for a turbo 400. It has a whole bunch of stuff, guys. I can't really start this project unless I get rid of something else. That's what I always tell myself, because I can't build 2 or 3 cars at one time. It's just impossible, especially with dealing with customer stuff and all that. But it does have a B&M ratchet shifter as well, set up for 400 trans. It's super clean, very nice interior, leather. It doesn't have front seats. I'm gonna have to get some seats for it, but yeah. And then it came with a 60s Mustang aluminum radiator. So it came with the radiator there, which is a really small but wide radiator. Came with a fuel cell, came with the LS motor mounts, a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited to work on this car and drive it. And I want to be able to street drive it. I could street drive my Fox body, but you guys know that the car's been having overheating issues forever. It's always kind of just overheated for some reason. And I don't know if it's just the setup or the fan or what, but it just always overheats. And I just, like I said, I kind of just want to start fresh and redo a new car. And I feel like this one is a really good start, and I'm really excited to do something with it. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I just kind of wanted to maybe post a feeler. If anybody was interested in the Fox body, I have, wheels and tires for it. I have a whole bunch of stuff with the car, but that's just kind of what I'm thinking now, is I'm gauging interest. If somebody would like to buy the car, or if somebody wants to buy the shell, yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know. You can get a hold of me through email, huntertuned@gmail.com, and I can supply my phone number through email or whatever if somebody's interested. I would post my phone number here, but I feel like people blow me up. Yeah, so got a bunch of other videos coming. I filmed a couple on this truck here that we're working on, and yeah, I did. There's another truck outside that I'm working on. I fixed an exhaust leak on, and we're gonna re-dyno tune it. We did a whole bunch of really cool stuff with this. We integrated factory GM controls and dash gauges, everything. So the truck literally is like factory, except it runs with a Holley Terminator. So we may be offering these layover harnesses on the website too for the trucks, which will retain your factory gauges and whatever when you run a standalone ECU. You can have the factory computer still run the air conditioning. You can have all your security, your key fob, everything with one of these harnesses that we are going to be offering. So that's it, guys. Just a feeler. Let's see what you guys think. And if you guys want me to build an even badder car, let me know. Have a great night and better tomorrow.